Hey Melissa, how's it going? I'm just getting things put together here, and then I'll start cleaning fish here shortly. People seem to like it when I clean my fish last time I did it, so fish fry at my house. There'll be a fish fry at my house tonight, Homer. Heck yeah, buddy. We try to fry our fish the day we catch them if we can. I ended up with four keepers. Four keepers. Yep, Gus will be over here in a little bit. The old cleaning board out. Get the fryer out while we're waiting for people to show up and get it ready and starting it warming up while I'm cleaning fish. Get my oil in. Anytime I do anything, I don't know if you guys can see my dog down there, but he always hangs out at my feet waiting for me to drop something because he knows Dad's going to drop something at some point and he's going to be able to grab it. He loves it when I clean fish because he gets all the little bits and pieces that fall on the floor. Alright, we'll get that started up and warming up. Get our breading out and ready to go. Yeah, I don't even need to walk it over to Gus tonight. He's coming over to join us for supper, so. So family dinner. Crispy Southern Zatarain's. My favorite. The cornmeal base adds a really nice crunch to it. Better to have a little too much than not enough. So from somebody that fishes and cleans fish on the regular, Zatarain's fish fry, my favorite. This is the shit. Who else is hopped in now? Let's see, we got Gundog. Jesse, what's up? Jen's back. Jen. Janice isn't home yet. She's on her way. What kind of dog? He is Staffordshire Terrier, Corgi, and Cattle Dog. Let's see. Oh yeah, he likes the company. Chunky Monkey Banana. What the fuck is that name? I'm not in my underwear. You'd love it if I was. Hey, Knives Are Life. Getting ready to make up some fish. People seem to like it. Last time I did a clean and cook, so we're doing her again. Add a little bit of the old Kinder's lemon butter garlic. It's a nice seasoning to add. And then we're going to add just a little bit of, we'll just stick with that. We'll just stick with the lemon butter garlic tonight. I don't think I have any more lemon pepper, but sometimes I'll put a lemon pepper in there as well. That lemon adds a little extra zing to it. Oh, I do have a little lemon pepper. Perfect. A little dry. Hate it when my seasonings get dried up and turn into chunks. I got lemon pepper nuggets. We're just going to throw it all in there. I can crunch up the nuggets. So Gus, remind me to get more lemon pepper seasoning. We'll just crunch up the little nuggets in there. They're all mixed up nice and good. So we're ready to put our fish in later. All right. Get a bowl. Gotta have a bowl for rinsing fillets. All right. I hope you can see my pants. If not, you're looking in the wrong spot. Oh yeah, Gus is going to come over and we are going to chow down. I'm going to give you guys a good perspective here. I even broke out one of my old tripods to do it this way. So what I'm going to do, I won't be able to see the, yeah, they are camouflaged, yes. They're my insulated pants I wore hunting today. I'll do some with my normal electric fillet knife like usual. But I had some people after my last one asked me if I ever do it with a manual fillet knife and asked me how I do it. So we'll do a little with the manual fillet knife too. It's been a while since I've used a manual fillet knife, so might be a little challenge for me. You never know. Could get interesting. Could be entertaining. Let's see here. Let's see how this looks. The camo fish, yeah. They are kind of camouflage looking fish. I mean, they do have a camo look to them. What did I hunt? I hunt deer. I was wearing my hunting pants today though because they're insulated, so they're warm when I'm out ice fishing. That's the reason I'm wearing the camo pants. It doesn't matter to me what they look like. All I care is they're warm. Oh, that knife's got a good edge, of course. So I'll do a little bit of manual fillet knife too. Oh, get a glove. Gloves are not required. They just make it easier. Gives me a little better grip and a few less cuts on my fingers from the yeah, fish can't see them. A few less cuts from the gill plates and such. So, all right, let's get started. So let's just start off with the one with the manual fillet knife. So on a walleye or a sauger, you got the dorsal fin. You've got their back top fin, I call it, pectoral fins, all that stuff. So, and they have this sharp gill plate here. That sucker will cut the shit out of you if you're not careful. So what I typically do is I'm going to make a cut right behind that gill plate and the pectoral fin. And you get down here and you just cut right through the ribs and just trace the spine. You get back far enough, and then you can just trace the spine the rest of the way back. Very sharp knife is very helpful in this. So then we just cut down, skim the skin. Pretty much exactly the same as I do with the electric, it just takes me an extra second or two. So this here is a female. That's one of the egg sacs there. Favorite part of fishing, yep. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now some people don't like cutting through the rib cage. So if you're not going to cut through the rib cage, you make that same cut there. Then you have to come down here And you kind of got to trace that spine, or the spine bones all the way back to there. And then you kind of open that up and you just go all the way down till you hit the ribs. And then you can just trim the meat right off the ribs. Some people don't like hitting the guts and stuff when they do it, so they prefer to do it this way. I personally don't care about hitting the guts. It doesn't bother me any. But so you just basically leave the rib cage intact on the fish. Really doesn't change a whole lot, other than just leaving the ribs. It saves you trimming them off afterward. So just slide it right down against the skin. Takes the skin right off the meat. And there you go. You got yourself a cleaned sauger. Kicking the tripod. Put the tripod in front of my gut bag, so that's how Gus does it. He leaves the ribs intact. But the way I typically do it, you shall see, is slightly more efficient. Because with the electric fillet knife, you just go in, and you let the knife do the work for you. Flop the fillet, flip, same thing. Trying to leave the rib cage on with an electric fillet knife is a losing battle. Because it cuts through that rib cage just like butter. Just like butter. So there you got two nice fillets and even less meat left on the fish, because the electric is just so much more efficient. And here we go. They've been eating shad. Those used to be little fish. They've been munching on them suckers. So they've been hungry. Been on the feed. Get the loose pieces into the gut bucket, or gut bag. Oh, there we go. There's a liver for sure. He likes them livers. Any questions so far? Yeah, most of them I do think have eggs. Oh, the females do, at least, because it's just that time they're producing the eggs. Getting ready for the spawn in the spring. Oh, we'll start this way. This one's a little smaller one. This one possibly be a male. Flip. Flip and zip. And then you just flop it off. Yep, this one's a male. Zip, flip, and flop. Looking clean as fuck. Hey, Mac Daddy. I ended up with 4 keeper, sauger, and walleye. It's a combined limit for them, so didn't hit my limit. My depth finder stopped working on me. I did find out what that was, though. My cable that goes to the charger had a broken connection on it, but I was able to replace it real easy. Now this is a nice walleye, a 17-inch walleye, beautiful fish. Anybody that didn't know, I got these nice teeth in there, like little fangs. That's how they grab and hold on to their prey. That's why you got to be careful with these guys when you're unhooking them. Is you get your fingers in there and they close down on your fingers, you're gonna know it. They punch a hole in your finger right quick. Let's see. No, they won't spawn under the ice. They spawn once the water temperature hits around 50 to 55 degrees, if I remember correctly. So usually, depending on the body of water, most of our interior rivers, including the Mississippi, yeah, that's a big male. Spawn will happen sometime around mid to late March, sometimes early April, Just kind of depends on the season and how much water we get, how much rain and stuff. But I've been on them as late as mid-April, right at the spawn. So there we go. A couple nice big chunky fillets. Like I said, big male. You can see the white sperminal vesicles, basically testicles there. Spur's waiting for chunks to fall. Here, buddy, you want some more guts? Here. There you go. Have another liver. Alrighty. Clean up the rest of the bits here. Certain times of year when you pick them up, they do what's called milting. The fish sperm is called milt. So when you pick up the males, sometimes they'll just squirt it all over you, all over the boat, all over you. So they will milt all over you. It can get a little interesting at times. So then we just go down next to the rib cage, trim off the rib cage, take the Y bones with it, the little pin bones, and then there's your rib cage. Now that piece should be ready to go. No Y bones left in it. Can't feel any there. Drop it in the bucket. Start running some cold water in the bowl. Same thing. Always feel for those couple little Y bones that are left there. Nice and easy. Nothing to it. Yeah, as you can see, that electric fillet knife, it doesn't matter how sharp your standard fillet knife is, it will never be as efficient as an electric. It's just a fact of life. Because I can take my standard and do all this with my standard. Just takes just a hair more work. A little bone stuck there. There we go. Like I said, same thing. Just takes a hair more effort and a little more time. But the standard fillet knife will certainly still do the trick. Nice thing about the standard one is if there is a Y bone or so there, you actually feel it. Like there, I felt that one. It's just right there. I just missed the last Y bone in the line. They're not even true Y bones. They're just little pin bones that stick through. But this guy here, see, it doesn't look near as pretty when I don't use the electric fillet knife either. See, now since I took the rib cage out, or I left the rib cage in, I should say, when I clean this one, I still have that line of pin bones that runs right down here. So I still got to clean that out. So you're really not saving yourself all that much by leaving the rib cage in. And then some people too, when they take out that pin bone, they're like, oh, I got to save that little bit of meat. If you save the meat under those pin bones that weren't part of the rib cage, you get that little guy, that little bit of meat there. I'm sorry, that's not worth my time to keep. Not worth my time to keep. When you clean as many fish as I do, it is not worth wasting that much time. Some people disagree, and that's their right to do so, but not for me. My father-in-law, for one, he's all about keeping that last little bit of meat, but I don't need it. There we go. Fish are cleaned. So that's the hard part right there. It's not even all that hard. My God, I hope the poor fish is going to be okay. Yeah. So, do a little cleanup. Run some more fresh water on those fillets. Get them nice and rinsed. Set them up out of the sink. Quick rinse on this stuff. The quicker you clean it, the easier it is, because once the stuff dries, it's going to be a pain in the ass. I crank on the hot water, and Gus knows my house. I don't have hot water, I have frickin' lava. We like to have really hot water in our faucets, so we keep that hot water heater turned up pretty high. Get everything cleaned up right away. Cutting board's the easy part. Alrighty. Now we got that part done. Looks like our oil's getting almost done there. Be over when you get the text or the dinner bell, yeah? Yeah, James, we're down to the fillets already. You missed the fun part. But we're on to the cooking part now. That's actually probably the fun part, because that means you get to eat. The cleaning part's just the work part. So get everything put away. I'm one of those people that when I use stuff, I like to put it away right away. That way it's out of the way, I don't have to worry about it. Quick wipe down to the counter. Always wipe down the counter so the missus stays happy. Gotta keep mama happy. Happy wife, happy life. You know how that goes. And Gus, you can just keep watching, and when you get to the point where you're like, hey, it's getting close to dinner time, you can head on over. Then you know exactly what time it is. One thing I do, keep my guts in a Walmart sack, throw them in the freezer. That way they stay nice and frozen until it's garbage day and you can throw them out. No problems. Especially in the summertime, if you're keeping fish in the summer and you don't do that, you're going to end up with a stinky mess in your garbage can. Nobody likes that, especially not the garbage man. Alright, so now that I did a little cleanup, and you can barely tell I did anything, since the last ditch down the sink. Okay, got that part done. Now, my dog's just, he's been drooling on the floor. Hey, Justin. So now, what I typically do is I dry my fillets pretty well. The last couple times, it seems like the breading's just not sticking real well. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna squeegee off the water. We're not gonna fully dry it because I want a little thicker breading this time. So if you just squeegee off the water, you have a little more moisture there to soak up that breading and get a little thicker encasement. Get a little more crunch if you're using something with a little crispiness to it. What should I? You mean when should you come over? Everybody always wants to take part in the fun part, the eating dinner part. Oh, Mrs. Iowa might go with me tomorrow. We'll see. She hasn't decided for sure yet, but there's a good possibility she's going to come fishing with me tomorrow and be live with me. So anybody that wants to join us tomorrow, we will probably be live on the ice first thing in the morning. She was thinking about it. She's still on her way home. She was thinking about it. She said, well, maybe, because after tomorrow it's going to get cold, so if she's got to pick a day to go with me, tomorrow's probably going to be the day. So we'll see. We might get a visitor out on the ice tomorrow. She might join me. All right, done with that. Get your bag full of breading and fish. Blow it up like a balloon. And shake the shit out of it. Technical term, by the way, shaking the shit out of it. There we go. Get it nice and coated. I like to let it sit for a few minutes, especially when you got a little bit wetter fish, just to let it soak in that little bit of extra breading, that yummy breading. Now we'll switch over to the other side, to the frying side. Shine a little light on the subject, turn on the vent. Try to keep condensation to a minimum. Get us a fancy dancy plate. A few paper towels to drain on. So our oil's nice and ready to go. Before we do that, one final piece of the puzzle here, just because it's kind of what I do. Got to pour you a nice glass of cheap wine. Love a little wine with my dinner. Oh, good stuff. Cheap never tasted so good. All right. Oh, looks like Mama just texted. She's on her way home. Just responding to her real quick. You go open the front door so the guest knows he can come in. Oh, it always smells great, Jesse. Always smells good cooking. One second, I just gotta pop out of here for 1 second. Yep. Uh-oh, she's bordering on hangry. Look out. Mama's on her way. If I drop out of here, I'll be right back with you guys. Still there? All right, there we go. We're back. Just had to let Gus know he can come over whenever he's ready. In case he dropped out of here already. All right, so we got our fish. We got our fryer. There we go. And we'll just lay some in there, nice and gentle like. We'll do two at a time. We're in no hurry. Got plenty of time to let her cook. Since Mama's still on her way home, don't want to get done too early. Always give them a good shake. Make sure they don't stick to the bottom of the frying basket. Justin, you still in here? If so, who ended up winning the knife in your giveaway? I ran into some bad signal and I ended up having to drop out because I just couldn't get any signal. Who ended up winning? I was kind of curious. I figured if I would have won and wasn't there, you would have texted me by now, so I figured it wasn't me. Jesse, you gonna come to my giveaway on Monday? You gonna show up and try to win some knives and fun stuff? Another second or two longer. Think so? Awesome. Here between this batch and the next one, I'll grab my giveaway stuff so you can see what I'm giving away. I'll give a sneak peek to those that are hanging around, because there's a few things in there. And I don't even have it all in there just because I haven't decided yet. I'm going to take a couple of my other knives and throw them in there. I just haven't decided which ones yet. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be quite a few things. There's going to be like 10 or 12 people winning stuff. I don't like to give away 10 to 12 prizes in one giveaway. I like to spread it out and let a lot of people win. Everybody likes to win something, even if it's nothing special, but if I only get 20, 30 people in there and I give away 10 or 12 prizes, that's pretty good chances. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice golden brown. Let them drip dry for just a second. Be right back. So yeah, here at the end of this little live stream, I'll do a sneak peek of my giveaway items. Kind of go through them with people so people can see what we got going, see what they can win. There he is. All right, we got round one done. Oh yeah, they know that Gus always gives them some snacks. Nice big old fillet going in there. Not yet, she's on her way. Oh, there's the cube. Oh, Gus has got the cucumber. All right. Here you go, Gus. Say hi.
Oh. Honey, is this stuff you're giving away?
Yeah, that's my giveaway stuff. Here at the end of the stream, I'm going to kind of go over it with people so that they know what's coming if they show up. I got a few more things I got to throw in there too.
I noticed you pulled this out and pulled it back in. Is that the cleaner?
That's the oil after it gets cleaned, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sharp.
Yeah, pretty handy.
What are you talking all over the place? You hungry?
He was munching on fish parts, yeah.
Fish eggs.
Yep, he likes his fish eggs and stuff.
Well, I asked about the spawning in the ice or not, and
Perch.
perch do. I know that. Yeah.
Perch spawn under ice. Walleyes do not. They spawn after ice out.
I thought them first ice out in them big cracks and just creep out through the cracks.
Yep.
I have.
I've heard people doing that for sure.
Back in those days.
Back in those days, friends. There we go. That's my giveaway stuff. Alright. Hey, Jesse says hi. Jesse, that's the Shelby casing you see. That's the neighbor Gus. Look at them big golden fillets. Love it. Love it. I tried to get the breading a little thicker this time to get that nice
Yeah.
flavor to it.
You always do a fine job. That, sorry.
You're good. Here, we're gonna readjust here. We'll just put it on that camera. There we go. Here, let me see the key.
That one, wall you go back, I about fell out of my chair.
Gus doesn't like it when I have to throw back a walleye. What'd you put this thing in front of your heater?
No, and
The one end is soft as hell.
give
And
me that in there. I should put them in the refrigerator, maybe, eh?
no, you don't want to refrigerate them, but you also don't want them to get too hot.
Well, you know how I keep my chicken.
Oh yeah, I know. maybe you want to put it in the refrigerator, knowing how you keep your kitchen.
Well, yeah, that's the way three things to keep better that way.
Gus likes him some cucumbers, so we like to cut up and share a cucumber every now and then.
I was gonna make a cake and then I messed around, didn't get it done. I'm gonna freeze out here for you.
There we go. On to the next ones.
I was gonna say, look at that flour pork, that's when you know they're done.
But you don't want to overcook them, right?
Skim down.
Skin that.
Doesn't matter what they're doing.
No, not in these. Yeah, right. Good old fish fry Friday. Fresh from the water today. It's the way we like them. Oh, let's get a little bit for the cucumbers.
Put some pictures of fishing tomorrow.
Hells yeah. Cucumber makes a great on the ice lunch. Oh, I'll eat a few. I sliced it up enough that we could all share it.
Well, that was salt too, bud.
I got more. Time to reload the salt, he says. The electric salt. All kinds of it.
We can do that.
Just pickled some pike. Oh, yum. I love pickled pike. Went shopping for fish again, yep. Yeah, pickled pike is good stuff. If you do it right. Yeah, if you do it right. Sure is a lot easier than cleaning them, that's for sure. Let those guys drain for a minute.
You know, I'm gonna let you do this, because I'm just working it. Gotta wait it out.
Okay.
I set the table.
Yes, sir. Group effort around here.
Family meal.
Family meal with my brother from another mother.
That's right. Brother from another mother.
There we go.
Did Ann show up today?
No. She probably thought I was working on it. I didn't tell her I took the day off.
Ah.
Not that it really matters, but.
Would you like me calling you a slacker?
Yeah, I know, right? Here the river fish. Yeah, the river just gives fish away. Oh yeah, she's gonna be nice and happy when she gets home. Yeah. I don't see why not. Pool 8, nice. I'll be on pool 10 again tomorrow. Where were you today, Jacob? Or were you out today? I guess you were probably working. I took the day off. I keep thinking today's a weekend. I took the day off work just to go fishing because I knew it was going to be nice weather and I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity. For free? Yeah, right. Come on, Jesse. You see me fish. You know I got to work for it. Nothing that's worth having comes for free. Let me see one of them forks, please. Doesn't matter which one. Get this guy laid down in. It's kind of curling up out of the oil. Flip so he cooks all the way. There we go.
What do you do? Click on this.
I just,
Click on the side.
yeah, I just turned on the side and was peeking a piece up.
Ah, I'll use that one. See, we got one more.
How many did I reel in today? Tuesday, cool 7, nice. All in all, I think I had 11 fish, and we had 4 keepers. All the good spots are overfished. See, Jacob, that's your problem. You're just going to the overfished good spots. You got to do like me and find the spots that nobody fishes and learn how to fish them, and then you can catch the fish and nobody else does because they don't know about it. Because there's very few people that fish where I fish, and if they do, either A, they know it and they've known about it forever, or B, they don't know how to fish it, they don't catch shit, and then they end up leaving and saying, oh, this place sucks. And I'll watch guys get skunked and leave right away, and I'm pulling up fish left and right. But it also took me a lot of years to figure out how to fish it. And now it's my favorite spot. It's a place I go to all the time. I mean, where else can you catch walleyes like this on the regular, you know? Get some nice
Yeah.
15, 17-inch walleyes and saugers through the ice almost every trip out. And if I don't feel like catching walleyes, or if it's a slow day for walleyes, I can always switch over to stripers, because there's 99% of the time there's white bass pulled up there. They're just chilling and waiting for somebody to come through and catch them.
You didn't catch any
All right.
bass today, did you?
No, I didn't try for any bass today. I was going to, but
No,
when
you
my
didn't.
live scope ran out of battery, I just decided to say fuck it. All right, let's go down here. We're going to show you guys that are hanging out. So, anybody that wants to show up on Monday to my giveaway at 4 p.m. Central Time, this is what's going to be up for grabs. This whole pile of stuff. And I might even throw something else in yet. I don't know. We got a couple lanyards. Whether you carry knives or flashlights or whatever, you know, use them as keychains. However, they're nice lanyards for putting on a knife or whatever you want to carry. I got this cute little knife that'll go to somebody. Make a nice keychain knife. Great little back lock, serrated blade. I've got this sexy looking karambit that I won in a whatnot auction. The X-Took EDC folding knife, 14C28N blade, good stainless. One of the better budget stainless steels, or budget steels period. It's got a button lock, flipper opening. You just hit that button, she just falls shut. So there's that. Dibs on the sexy looking claw knife, the karambit. We've got this Vortec crossbar lock. Also one from an auction on Whatnot. D2 steel. Nice crossbar lock. This actually showed up. I bought it as a giveaway item. It showed up and the lock was stuck. It was working like shit. So I tore the whole thing down, did some sanding on it, got the lock geometry better, and now it works like a dream. No problem whatsoever. Great, great knife. We've got this Kershaw AM5. Unfortunately, I had to take it out of its blister pack because you can't display knife stuff and do reviews and stuff without taking it out of the blister pack. But it's a frame lock. It's an assisted opening knife, but you put a little pressure on this sucker and she just shoots out like crazy. But that's just a nice grip. I think it's 8CR13 MOV steel. Just a nice flipper assisted open frame lock. I do have this live stream posted on my website or on my channel so that you guys can come check out when it is and all that stuff, all the rules. We've got this one here is a Gonzo Just another nice little crossbar lock knife. Good clip point blade. Really grippy G10 scales. I do like this knife, but it's just not my thing. I got this in one of my Going Gear boxes. But nice little EDC knife. Mid-size, good for small hands, Jesse.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just not for me, and I got it in one of my Going Gear boxes, so it's not like it cost me a whole lot. And those Going Gear boxes, you get some really good stuff, but you also get some really good giveaway stuff. So that's a total right now of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you count the lanyards separate. We've got this cute little, there it is. Smaller the better, yeah. Smaller hands make things look bigger. All guys like that. This nice little Victorinox, little Swiss Army knife. Just the basic. John Malcolm, how's it going on? Or what's going on? We're going over some giveaway items for my giveaway on Monday. It does have the old classic toothpick and tweezers for your standard Victorinox knives. And then on the back side, it's one of the models that has the scissors.
Wow.
No worry, no women ever said that, yeah, right? So got that little guy. We've got two different O-lights. These are little twist and turn on keychain size lights. They're just nice little AAA battery lights. My wife has one that she puts on her key or on her purse sometimes. We've got the Kershaw Ration just because I thought it was fun. It's a tactical fork spoon carabiner thing. I mean, can't go wrong with that. This funny little multi-tool. It's a moose, but it's got a Phillips head screwdriver, bottle opener, can opener, couple little wrench heads, flat head, just all kinds of little EDC tools. A lot of guys like to put these in their pockets. It does have a little cutter right here for like cutting cord or rope. So I can see where it'd come in handy, but not something I carry. This here, the grand prize, if you will, this is a QSP Penguin that was donated to me to give away by the one and only Jimmy Crow. So Jimmy, this was a what we call a Jade G10 scales. So Jimmy took this knife apart, custom dyed the scales to this nice deep red color. And the QSP Penguin, in most people's minds, is the quintessential EDC budget knife. Like, it's just, and this is not spring assisted at all. This is all, the detent is just tuned so well it just pops open when you hit that thumb stud.
Nice.
So that one was customized and donated to me to give away by Jimmy Crow. And we'll see. I might pick out another knife or two. We'll see. Now, when I do my giveaways, just for those that have never been to one, I like a lot of prizes. I don't like doing like some people do, where they will give away a bunch of prizes as one prize. I like to give away a bunch of prizes to a bunch of people so that everybody gets a chance at winning something, or everybody gets a better chance at winning stuff. So when I start my live, I'll probably give away the first prize at like 10 people. You know, it's going to be right away at the beginning. As soon as I get like 10 people in the population, I'll probably give away the first one. I like to reward those that show up early, and sometimes I'll even give away a knife to the first person that shows up. Yeah, Jesse, knives. Yeah, I think they're art too. I like my knives. I've got a few. Here, Jesse. You'll like the Wiener Warrior. That's one of my favorite knives just because it's a Wiener Warrior. Oh, which one pink? This one, it's not pink, it's red. But it's kind of a pinkish color. Mrs. Iowa's got a pink knife. I gave her a pink one. Got this little guy. Little baby core. Nice green. This here is a custom Jimmy Crow that he made for me. He dyed the scales, anodized the hardware, and then he did this really nice acid etch on the blade. This water spot looking Sponge pattern, just really neat. I love this blade. I'll cherish this thing forever because Jimmy gave it to me just for me, you know, something he made just for me. So that was greatly appreciated. Blue and black are your favorite colors. Well, I've got plenty of blue. I got plenty of black. I don't know if I have any blue and black. It's a nice blue knife. Yeah, I've got like 120 knives, so I got a few now. Got into knives, starting a collection tomorrow. Oh, there you go. Yeah, a lot of people look at knives as weapons. I look at knives as tools. One of my favorites, my Max Ace Neptune and PEI. This one's the one that on the video you can watch it cut the shit out of my finger. I mean, it just took a big chunk out of my finger because I did something stupid, because that's what I do sometimes. But if you want fancy knives, Jesse, then we go over here to my premium knives. Oh, there you go. This one's blue and black. The Hogue Deca.
I'm deer Skinner.
In the dark mode scales. Titanium scales. You got the Miguron Arma. This big honking chunk of steel. I mean, that sucker is thick. Sheath thick. This is my most expensive knife right here. My big overbuilt titanium and M390. This one's a little more Jesse style, I think. It's the Wee Wrecker with the gold and black scales. Nice and shiny. Jesse likes shiny. Yeah, she's in love. That's what I thought. So yeah, these are my premiums. Those are my highest end knives that I keep separate from the rest of the group. I carry them on occasion, but not super often. And some people really like this guy. Hey, Rude. Some people really like this guy. She's a chunk. The Cold Steel Espada, the one and only. What's really neat about it is it's got what's called a wave opener. I'll put you back in the tripod for just a second. Hey, thick. Dogs always want to eat. So when you got this in your pocket and you pull it out, it's got what's called a wave opener, which is this guy, this little tab right here. And what that does is it'll look huge in your hands. I've heard that before. What it does is it catches your pocket. I don't know if it'll work on these pants because there's not much of a seam there, but yep, it automatically deploys the knife when you pull it out of your pocket. So when you hear something called a wave opener or an Emerson opener, oh, see, that's what it does. It automatically deploys whatever knife it's on. Gerber flat iron. I'm not a huge Gerber guy. I've had a couple. For the price of them, you can get nicer stuff for that price with nicer materials. So here's a good example. This right here. No, not this one. This one. The CJRB Acacia. This right here is an excellent, excellent knife. It's got, I believe, FRN scales, which is a fiber reinforced nylon scales. It's a crossbar lock. It's got AR RPM 9 blade steel, so a nice quality steel. Crossbar lock, like I said, just falls shut. Flip it open, flip it shut. This right here, you can get on Amazon for like $25. And it'll blow the freaking drawers off of any any it'll blow the drawers off of any freaking Gerber knife that you can buy. No doubt about it. You know how it is, Ronster, when you got a passion, when you got a hobby, you know, you remember stuff. Yeah, most of these knives in here, I can tell you exactly the name, the model, the make, model, blade steel, and handle material, just because it's kind of what I do. And some of them, it's labeled on there, like this one, 154 cm, and in that tiny little writing right down in there, if I can get it to focus, it says 154 cm. Now, it doesn't say the model on it. Oh, this one does, sub 3 OBK. But aluminum scales. Favorite for $100. You want 100 exactly, or just over 100, or just under 100? You mean? I mean, because for the money, I've got two OTFs that are kind of my favorites, and OTF is out the front. Got that one, and there it is, that one. So this is the Max Ace Uranus, or Uranus, depending on how you want to pronounce it. This is $88. Now, granted, we're allowed to own and carry OTF knives here in Iowa, so OTFs they tend to be my favorite, just because I like to be able to deploy and retract my knife with one hand with limited issues, you know, limited effort. So that's about $88. This one here, another OTF, right at $100 even. This is the SOS OTF. Now, the Max Ace, you're going to have trouble finding that one, because that one's very, very popular, sold out in a big hurry. The SOS OTF, you might be able to find that on Grindworks' website. As far as standard folding knives, boy, there's so many great knives for even 50 and under. Actually, kind of $75 is that border where you kind of get into stuff that you don't necessarily need, if you ask me, but that people want. You know, this is the Bestech Slasher. $50 all day long. Bestech makes all sorts of great budget knives. This is a great micarta, nice crossbar lock, D2 steel. I mean, just awesome EDC knife. It's got the wire pocket clip, so it doesn't tear up your pants near as much. Yeah, a lot of the knives you see in this drawer, almost all of them, there's very few that cost more than $75. And if they do, they're still under 100. There's very few that are over $100. This one here, I got on sale for $75. It was originally $275, but I waited until the right time. It was marked down. This is the Kaiser Clairvoyant with the titanium frag scales and S35 VN blade. Actually, no, this one's 154 cm blade. Sorry. My YouTube channel actually started strictly as a knife channel, and I've kind of, you know, I like knives, but I also like fishing, I like hunting, so I just said screw it, I'm gonna kind of make it into all sorts of stuff that I like. So it's kind of everything now. But yeah, there's so many good options. Stick with name brands, stuff like I can't remember what brand that is. Oh, that's Attack Knives. Stick with name brands, things like Kaiser, CJRB, Kershaw, Civivi. They're some of the more reputable brands that, you know, you're going to get a good product every single time, no doubt about it. Each brand does have their little turds here and there, but stick with Buck and Case. I have one Buck knife. My one Buck knife is this old girl that was given to me by my wife's grandpa. Don't know how old she is, but I know she's skinned a few deer in her day. Been sharpened quite a few times. But yeah, this was a gift to me from her grandpa. And so I don't really carry it. I just, it just kind of sticks around. Hey MPG, what's up? Just finishing up, cleaning some fish. A few people were talking, or were asking about knives because I went over my giveaway stuff that's coming on Monday. And yeah, just having a little chat here right before I get off and eat supper. But here's a sneak peek at my Meredith. These are all items that are going to be given away on Monday afternoon. So she's going to be a big giveaway. But Mrs. Iowa's home now. And we are going to get ready to eat now that I am done cooking and all that fun stuff. We're going to chow down. Oh yeah, look at this. She's got her Reich cicada that she's wearing. The Reich cicada knife. Yep. That is a nice knife. I love that thing. But that's going to run you $200 some odd. So. All right, kids. We'll see you guys later. Y'all have yourselves a good night. I'll probably see some of you fishing tomorrow, and probably see some of you on Monday at the giveaway, and we'll go from there. So, see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye now.